Hi everyone, and welcome to another Ready to Ride Pilates for horse riders, where today we're going to be combining some strength exercises with a little bit of cardio work as well. It's always good to make sure that you've got good cardio fitness for when you're riding, particularly if you're doing anything that involves a bit of endurance, a bit of speed, like going cross country. So I hope you are all warmed up and ready to go before we do this. If not, pause this session, go and try one of the warm-up sessions and then come back and join in a moment. Okay, so we are going to start just checking your posture is all lined up before you go, so equal weight in your feet, headlights forwards, shoulders relaxed and that head nicely up towards the ceiling. Okay, then we're going to start with some walking. So we are going to start off straight off with your diagonal pairs of arms and legs, starting to think about your whole body working as one unit. So your breathing is regular, your ribs are down towards your pelvis, the pelvic floor is onto floor 3, and your headlights are to the front. Then see if you can speed it up a little bit and still keep that level of control. So watch that your body doesn't start to go a little bit too mobile when you speed it up. Okay, then slow bicycle race speed. Can you still keep that same control even at the slower speed? Okay, then we're going to take it into the wide position. So you want your feet out wide, and we're going to do the same thing again. This time you want to really focus on keeping your body still. It's very easy to find your body starts to move. But think about when you're in the saddle and you really want your body to be, yes, it's moving with the horse, but you want it to be basically a nice stable base for your arms and legs to move from. So it doesn't want to be moving excessively. Okie doke. Let's bring your arms down, but keep your feet in the wide position. We're going to go into some squats. Keep your shoulders over your headlights as you go down to some squats. Go as deep as you can go comfortably. Trying to get your knees out over your toes so they're not coming in, out over your toes. And then we're going to add in an arm movement as if you're doing a give and retake of the reins. So start as if you're holding your reins, then forwards as if you're doing a nice give and retake of the reins, but maintaining that lovely shoulders over your headlights position. Think about your give and retake of the reins movement. You don't want your weight to go forwards like it would over a fence. Watch that your hands are staying level as you do that movement. Okay, last one. Okie doke. We're going to move on into a lunge with a rotation. You seem to have a helicopter in your hand, I do apologise. We're going to do a lunge with your rotation. So arms across your chest. And you're going to go forwards into a dip, turn, come back up. Forwards into a dip, turn, come back up. Now hopefully you're not on a wet surface. We've just had a shower of rain, so it's a little bit wet, and I'm being careful not to slide as I put my foot down. You're trying to keep your shoulders level, your headlights to the front, and your knees basically staying lined up with your second and third toes all the way through that movement. So the movement is coming through your upper body, your legs and pelvis are still, just like, say, if you wanted to turn through your upper body in the saddle, you want your lower body to be that stable base. We're going to do one more. Super job. Okay, let's go to the end of your mat. Remove any leaves from your mat if you have acquired them through this process. Feet together. Oh, there's another one. Feet together, knees soft, hands on the front of your thighs, chin onto your chest, and slide your hands down, curling up nice and tight through the whole of your spine. Pause at the bottom for a breath in. As you breathe out, down onto your mat. And we're going to go onto your hands and knees. And I'd like you to start with your hands a little in front of your shoulders, knees under hips, and your toes tucked under your feet. Pelvic floor onto floor 3. Then lift your knees and slowly back down. So it's pelvic floor, lift, and slowly back down. Try to keep your back nice and flat as you are doing this movement. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, hands in front of you, just a little bit more. Once again, pelvic floor into that lift, and then you're going forwards. So you're straight line from shoulders, hips, knees to feet, back over and down. So it's pelvic floor, lift and forwards. Just check when you get there that you're not dipping into the cobra or sticking your bottom up into the air. So you want that straight line back over and down. If my shoulder blades look like they're doing something funny, please ignore them. they have a slight mind of their own. None of us is perfect, so don't worry if your body does the odd quirky thing. Okay, the next one you do, I'd like you to see if you can stay there and bring your knees one at a time up towards your chest. Try to keep your back really still and flat, keep your headlights level, pelvic floor staying on floor 3, and don't forget to breathe. One more with each leg. Okay, come back over, down, give yourself a moment to catch your breath. Then with the next one we're going back to that same position, so it's lift and over, stay in this position, and you're going to tap your opposite shoulder with each hand in turn. You will move your weight slightly from foot to foot, but try to keep your weight basically over the middle. We'll do one more with each hand. Super, come back over, come back onto your knees, bring yourselves up into kneeling. Okay, we're going to go down onto your side, and we're going to go into your capital L position, propped up onto your forearm, top arm onto your top side, and we're going to kind of combine several different exercises here just to make up our own exercise, nice side lifting exercise. So it's pelvic floor onto floor 3, and you're lifting top arm, top leg together, come back down. So you're going straight up and down, trying to keep your breathing very regular, pelvic floor onto floor 3. Nice smooth movement all the way through. Looking to control it up and down so we don't land with a plop. And we're going to do one more. And then I would like you to sit with your legs out in front of you, and we're going to do your leg pull from this position. So this time you need your hands out behind you, fingertips pointing away from you, getting a bit wet from the leaves. Pelvic floor onto floor 3, and you're going to open your hips like a hinge and slowly back down. So it's pelvic floor into that lift and slowly back down. Once again, watch your end position. You want to be in that straight line, so not arching upwards, not hovering halfway, aiming for a straightish line, and slowly back down. Keep your breathing, keep your pelvic floor. Then if you can stay there and have a go with the leg part. So this time you're moving your legs once again, keeping your headlights as still as possible. Try to keep breathing, try to keep that pelvic floor gently working away on floor 3 so it's supporting you, but you really want your headlights to be stable. You want that pelvis to be a solid base for your legs and for your hips to move. Do one more with each leg. Bring yourselves back down again, and we're going to spin round onto the side that you haven't already been on. So into your capital L position once again, top arm onto your top side, pelvic floor onto floor 3. And we're going straight up and down, so keeping that breathing regular, pelvic floor staying onto floor 3, and you're looking to really control your body all the way up and all the way down. No landing with a plop. We do 2 more. Last one. Super job. Okie doke. We're going to come up onto your feet. We're going to walk on the spot, loosen off through your shoulders. You've just worked jolly hard for those few minutes. I'd then like you to stand onto one leg, and then see if you can do a few squats on your one leg. As you're doing your squats, keep your shoulders level and relaxed. Keep them over your headlights. If you can control where your knee is going, make sure it's going over your second and third toes as much as possible. Okay, we'll stop and do the same thing on the other leg. So again, relax shoulders, keep them over your headlights and into that squat. Trying to keep your knees over your second and third toes. Keep relaxed through your upper body. So you've just been working quite hard. It's like, you know, when you see the biathlon at the Winter Olympics and they ski absolutely flat out and then suddenly they've got to be really still. to do the archery component. It's a bit like that. You've been working really hard, your heart rate's going to be up, and I'm asking you to do something quite precise and controlled. Okay, then onto the leg you were just on, and then close your eyes. And again, your focus here is being relaxed through your upper body, and try to really feel what is coming up through your foot. So focusing on the sensations through your foot. Try not to have your legs clamped together, that's slightly cheating. So legs just gently apart, and focus on the feedback through your foot. And then we'll swap and do the same thing on the other leg. So get your balance before you close your eyes. Relax through your shoulders, and then once again, close your eyes. Keep relaxed through your upper body, and focus on that foot. Okay, both feet down, open your eyes. Then pop your hands together, turn them over, push forwards, and then reach up for a good big stretch. And bring your arms down. And again, push forwards, nice big stretch. And up for a good big stretch. And down, we're going to do one more just the same. So again, push forwards and reach up. And then bring your arms back down by your side, and we are going to finish there. So that session wasn't particularly long, but it was a really intense strength and cardio session in the middle. Really useful for you to throw in from time to time. So I hope you found it beneficial. Thank you so much for joining. Look after yourselves, and I will see you again very soon.